one thing's for sure, there's certainly someone in the studio who won't be seeing a 3 a.m. alarm call. Dan.
Thank you, Matt.
We can call you if you want.
Always.
Morning, everybody. A little bit of a moment now, because you know what we're doing? We're throwing away all of our scripts just for the last 25 minutes.
Most days, isn't it?
Gone. You ready? It's a big day on breakfast. As you know, it's Dan's last show. And Dan, we've got a couple of little surprises for you this morning.
I can see, yeah.
You're so nervous. You'd never get nervous.
I'm not. You know, I don't like this sort of thing, Sal. But
some brilliant pictures of you. I particularly like this one here, the one with no teeth. Where is it? Where's the one with no teeth? The little one, the school one.
Yeah,
that's particularly brilliant.
That's back when my mother used to cut my own hair.
She still... No, she doesn't. Right.
She stopped last year.
Oh, good. For anyone who doesn't know, we're just going to remind everybody now of some of your breakfast best bits. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Let's go.
Hello, this is Breakfast with Louise Minchin, with Naga Manchetti, it's with Sally Nugent and Dan Walker.
Why this feeling?
He has been a 6'7" ray of sunshine on our screens, and boy, are we going to miss him.
Thrill.
Yeah, I love Dan.
Dan Walker.
Dan Walker, our bestie.
Grab him, Christine.
I've always wanted to grab Dan.
Mr. Wonderful.
I'll miss him when he goes. He's lovely, isn't he? Is it true to size?
I think he's a little bit taller than this. He was £10 10 ounces when he was born, you know.
Was he? Glad I weren't his mother.
Born in Crawley, adopted by Sheffield, Dan grew to be the perfect person to wake us up with a smile.
It's like gold dance. I hear me coming through your speakers. I see me mashing up your airways.
That's some important news. Hold on it.
Okay.
There's been career highs, like this.
I think we should have practiced this before, I think.
We're joined by the Prime Minister, Boris Johnson.
Good morning, Dan.
We've got a Kirkwood down.
And lots of lols. Like this. And this.
Just punch the light in the cheek. Don't play it until I get the buzzer out. Wait, I haven't touched the buzzer yet.
This was broadcasting with a heart. Who could forget Tony?
You would love some sort of fly past over this memorial to mark the occasion.
It gives me great pleasure to say, look to the skies on 22 February for a very special flyby.
I could have not been here if them lads hadn't gave their lives.
And who could forget Terence?
Since my mother passed 20 years ago, I've had every Christmas on my own. And you do feel it very much so. Hello.
How are you? Give me a hug.
If you watched BBC Breakfast this morning, I saw a VT that they did with a gentleman, and I invited him to the show tonight.
Tony, Terence, and one other person made Dan's last few years of broadcasting pretty special.
Hi Dan, do you remember we said that one day you would arrange us to meet? And look, I've met Tony.
Now then, me old, are you all right? You have a lovely, lovely time and a lovely life, and best to all family.
I'm cheering for you. You're going to be amazing in your new chapter. I wish you all the luck. You're the best. Mwah.
I wish you all the very, very best in everything you do. You deserve it.
Good luck, Dad. We love you.
Lobster love to you, Dan.
Lobster love you.
Lobster love.
Good luck, Dan.
From Tony, Terence and the BBC Breakfast Red Sofa to Nadia and Lobsters and the Strictly Come Dancing Ballroom. What a ride it has been.
Hi Dan, Shirley Ballas here, and I want to send you a huge, huge congratulations for all the time that you've spent on BBC Breakfast. I wish you the very, very best on the next part of your journey, and stay in touch with me. I just adore you. Take care, my friend.
Dan, you are there, aren't you? Morning.
Morning. It's a big one. Now,
look! Thank you for making me laugh my leg off.
It's actually made for 2 people, so
More than anyone knows.
don't panic. I'm coming in full throttle. There you go, and put your arm in there.
Thank you for being funny and kind. Thank you for being my friend.
Grab your tea.
I can't breathe. Help!
Can I say, first up, those slippers are magnificent.
No, do you know what it is? I forgot. No, I actually forgot that I'm an idiot.
On these outside broadcasts, no one ever brings you a cup of tea, so we're going to try and solve that today. This is freshly brewed just for you.
Dan, thank you very much. It's only taken you for 40 years. That's lovely.
Come on.
If you weren't a TV presenter, what would you be?
I'd like to cut the grass for the council. I think I pulled my groin.
Documentary in a moment.
Debbie, give him a message to camera.
We're going to miss you. Bye, Dan. You will be missed. Love you to bits.
There were a couple of surprises in there. You didn't know that.
It's obviously Tony and Terence together.
There is one very special person, though, that you have shared this sofa with more than anyone else over the last few years. And she's here. Morning, Louise Minchin. Here she is. Yay! Hi!
Are we going to break the rule of a lifetime?
Let's hug it out.
Oh
Come on.
my gosh.
Oh, you look gorgeous.
Oh, it's so lovely. Am I allowed to sit? Where do I sit?
You sit wherever you
down.
like.
Oh gosh, it's lovely. And I say break the moment, the habit of a lifetime, because all the years we sat next to each other, we never touched,
No,
did we?
Not even like a little finger there, not even an
we did,
accidental.
it was
like
sound.
an electric shock.
Yeah, it was. Oh,
How are you doing? It's lovely to see you.
No, it's really, and it's an absolute pleasure and very emotional to be here. And I know lots of people watching will be very, very sad that you're leaving, because you have touched the hearts of the nation over the last 6 years. I know people have loved watching you. I loved working with you, and you, Sal.
Thank you.
But, you know, I know you didn't remember the first day we met. I'll explain to everybody at home.
Go on.
So I was asked to interview Dan Walker, you know, this fabulous journalist, sports presenter, by our now boss. He wasn't our boss at the time, for the RTS. And I went and did this in-depth interview with Dan.
Is this true?
He just didn't remember, because
I'd snapped my Achilles.
Oh, okay.
But I'd come back to work because I needed to, and I was on these really high-strength painkillers.
Right, OK, so that's what he says. Anyway, so our relationship started really well in that he didn't even remember me.
What did you say on those really strong painkillers?
We recovered, and we went on to have many years of enjoying each other's company.
So when I knew that he was going to come and sit next to me on the BBC Breakfast Sofa, I was delighted. And, I mean, we just had such fun times, and I remember them all so fondly. And the thing for me, you know what it's like, Sally, sitting here, and there's an awful lot of you watching, and there's quite a lot of pressure that comes with that. And Dan, is sitting next to you, and he is never going to let you down, always going to support you. And I remember you doing it now. There were many moments when I was really nervous, and what I love about you, it's when things are really, really going wrong and we're doing something that is kind of out there. That's when you're kind of at your best and you just look me in the eye and you go, you got this. And that's what I love about you. And you see that from the film that we've just seen and all those relationships you've built over the last many years, is that you do a beautiful thing. You give people confidence, and that is a real gift, Dan. It really is a gift for which I'm hugely thankful.
Did he never give you the giggles? That's the thing
Did
I
he
struggled
ever
with
give
most.
me the giggles? Oh my gosh, there were so many times, so many ridiculous things, and we'd have to be super serious sometimes. But yes, absolutely. I think we've got some of the giggles coming. I mean, the strongman thing, for example.
Yes.
Amazing.
But
you're just sitting there, and then you just go completely off script. And the strongman, I hope we can see those pictures again. That was utterly, brilliantly, Dan, ridiculous.
Stay there. Don't go anywhere.
I'll have to talk.
Hang
Okay,
on.
right.
You are no longer in charge.
Okay.
Okay? Just listen to this next bit, because some of the best bits, I think, over the last few years of your broadcasting career have been when you've been out on the road.
Okay.
You've travelled the world, haven't you? You've met some incredible people.
Yeah.
Do you remember you went to Rio for the Olympics?
I do, yeah.
Do you? Do you
Yeah.
remember that was a really special time, wasn't it?
One of my favourite times.
He had a great time on the beach. Dan made friends, as he does everywhere he goes. He made friends with one very special person. Let's just take a look at the highlights from his trip to Rio.
Here we go. We're not sure how many of you are still there because there's so much live athletics on the way on BBC One. Let's see what's going on over here. Looks like some sort of hen do. Can we have a little look, do you think? There they go. A Brazilian hen party. They are clearly enjoying themselves. They seem to be all tied together as well. Magnificent scenes. Maybe that's how you do it in Brazil. No, that's great. We're still live on the telly. So...
Ao vivo?
No, we're BBC.
BBC?
BBC, yeah. Right. You can leave graciously that way.
BBC. 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 BBC.
This is lovely.
BBC. BBC.
That, of course, was the brilliant, the wonderful Maria de Cesar,
Yes.
who joins us now live from Lisbon. Morning, Maria.
Oh, good morning.
Good morning. Hello.
Oh, and little Joanna as well.
Oh, hi.
Hello.
Oh, my God.
Oh, lovely to see you. How are you doing?
Fine, thank you. And you? Congratulations for your new challenge.
Thank you very much. I mean, it's what I've loved about today, Maria, is, you know, obviously Louise being here and reliving some of those memories. And I still talk about you and your family an awful lot. And it was lovely to meet you. I know it's very strange to meet on live TV, but we're still in quite good contact, aren't we?
Sorry.
Could you repeat, please?
Yeah, I was just saying, Maria, we still speak to each other regularly. I wrote a book a few years ago, and I was happy to spend. Oh, there you go. She's always been good at advertising. Are you allowed to advertise on the BBC? I can do what I like now, can't I?
You're leaving. It doesn't matter.
Tell us a bit about how you're getting on, Maria. What are you up to?
Aww. Bye-bye.
Joanna has something to say to you.
Okay.
In 2016, I was with all my friends. Today, I'm with my best friend. And you say, let's go. Be. Joanna. Channel. We're training a lot, but okay, she's shy.
She's not ready yet. Maybe in 20, 25 years.
Oh, she's beautiful.
Oh, she's absolutely gorgeous. Thank you so much for joining us this morning, all of you. Isn't that lovely to see Maria?
It's gorgeous to see Maria. Thank you so much for coming on. I'll give you a call later when I have a proper catch up. It's very strange to do this on live TV, but I hope you're doing okay. Lovely to see you all.
Okay.
Say hello to your mum and dad as well.
Nice to meet you.
See you later, guys.
At least we have this chance to talk with each other.
Yeah, it's always nice to see you. Thank you so much. What a lovely surprise.
And this is the thing that we know, don't we, Louise, that wherever he goes, he makes new friends.
I mean, it's just extraordinary. And I also know that you will call, and that's what I love about you, is that we're not just friends for being on the sofa, we're friends for life, and you do that all over the place. And as I say, it's very, very special.
When I know you played some clips from Strictly there, and you had a lovely clip from Nadia, and she said something really interesting when we were on the programme together dancing. She said, I've watched you on BBC Breakfast, I've seen the way that you interact with Louise and with Sally, and she just said, I just want you to do that with me, with dancing, and that's what it's all about. I want you to make sure that you give me the space that you give your fellow presenters on Breakfast, and when you see that relationship on Breakfast of two people almost sort of moving together, and, you know, as we did for many years.
Telepathy.
You sort of leave gaps without thinking about it for each other, and you don't tread on each other's toes, and you try and make the other person shine as much as possible. And I think that's what Nadia saw, and I think that's why we enjoyed Strictly so much, because basically I felt like I was doing Breakfast, but
dancing at the same time.
In a tailsuit, yeah.
Dancing and playing all your favourite songs.
Yes, exactly.
Which is what we do most mornings anyway.
Yes, I know, yeah.
What's it been like your last day?
It's strange because it's a weird old mixture. I'm sad because I love working with the people here, and the team at Breakfast are absolutely fantastic, and it's a real pleasure to come in every morning. And I love, as I've said to you, I love working with you and the guys who get to sit on the sofa. I had such a lovely time working with Louise for so many years. And it's sadness, but also it's exciting because, you know, you don't get many opportunities like the one I'm going to go and take. And I love a new challenge. So.
Can I do a proper thank you?
Yeah.
I want to thank you on behalf of me, on behalf of everybody who works here on the team, on behalf of the audience as well, because you are kind, you are generous and supportive, and that is just wonderful, and that message goes through millions of households, and just thank you for being like that and being able to be like that on the telly as well. It's been wonderful.
Okay, hold that thought.
Yeah.
Don't go anywhere. We're not
Okay.
letting you go
Right.
just yet.
Is it time to finish?
It's 8:59. It's time now for the news, travel and weather where you are, but come straight back. Stay with us. There's plenty more coming.
Hello, good morning. This is BBC News. I'm Annita McVeigh, and these are the latest headlines. Foreign Minister Liz Truss prepares to set out the British government's strategy for changing the post-Brexit trade deal for Northern Ireland. Hailed as heroes, nearly 300 Ukrainian fighters have left a steelworks in the besieged Ukrainian city of Mariupol, having been trapped there for more than 2 months. More evidence that wages are failing to keep pace with the cost of living. Basic pay levels are down 2% from last year when adjusted for inflation, their biggest fall since 2013. And we're asking you today if you're really noticing that your wages aren't going as far as they once did. And if you're looking for work, let us now know how that's going. You can get in touch with me at Annita BBC, and you can use the hashtag #BBCYourQuestions. The footballing world throws its support behind Blackpool's Jake Daniels, who has become the first current male professional footballer in more than 30 years to come out as gay.
I feel like I'm ready to tell people about my story. I want people to know the real me, and lying all the time just isn't what I've wanted to do, and it has been a struggle, but now I just do feel like I'm ready to be myself, be free and just be confident with it all.
And football manager Wayne Rooney is due to give evidence in his wife's libel trial, dubbed Wagatha Christie, as the multi-million-pound case enters its final days at the High Court. Hello and welcome to BBC News. The Foreign Secretary Liz Truss is expected to make a statement to Parliament today, paving the way for making changes to the post-Brexit trading arrangements for Northern Ireland, known as the Protocol. One of the main parties in Northern Ireland, the Democratic Unionists, are refusing to enter power sharing at Stormont unless the existing protocol is changed or scrapped. Devolution in Northern Ireland means nationalists and unionists have to agree to share power for a government to be formed. Ireland's Foreign Minister Simon Coveney has urged the UK to work with the EU to resolve the row and has warned against unilateral action. And let's just remind ourselves briefly about what the Northern Ireland Protocol actually is. When the UK left the EU, it was agreed that goods arriving in Northern Ireland from the rest of the UK would be monitored to make sure they met EU standards. That's because Northern Ireland shares a land border with EU member, the Republic of Ireland, and an open border is seen as an essential part of the peace process. Well, let's get some more on this now with our chief political correspondent, Adam Fleming, who's in Westminster this morning. Hello to you, Adam. So a warning from the Republic of Ireland that the UK shouldn't take unilateral action on the protocol, yet the government has suggested that it might do that. So how far is Liz Truss going to go today in what she says to Parliament?